Damn, back with the same intro again. What's good, bro?
Hello, everybody. Well, it's the same intro music. It just feels right.
That's right. You're just kind of building off of the
Mm-hmm.
drum pattern that you're
Mm-hmm.
seeing, you know?
Yeah. It's additive, like sedimentary rock or bacon on top of ham on top of bread.
That's right. The layers to a complicated sandwich.
I'm a complicated man, and this is a complicated intro. Think Fresh Podcast, everybody. Ty and Eric in the booth.
Ty and Eric in the
IRL.
booth, IRL, got the
IRL.
James Blake album paused behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What is this, track 7? Yo, this is an interesting album. This is
yeah, we gotta talk about some music.
Yeah. Playing Robots
think
into Heaven. Robots into Heaven is a silly name for an album. I don't like that. I don't like when electronic music embraces that they're electronic. I want them to be electronic music and then completely ignore that medium and just focus on making the music.
I totally agree. We're now watching the James Blake music video on mute.
Oh, cool.
She's a 10 trying to rap. It's good on mute.
Damn, yeah. So, pretty big week for music, hey?
That's right. This is a music pod now.
Hell yeah.
We've graduated from talking about Subway only playing the weekend because he hasn't dropped anything, in a couple years.
Yeah, dude. I'm so tired of listening to I Can't Feel My Face.
I'm so done with that.
I am so over that.
But yeah, album of the year, Teezo Touchdown. I can't even remember what it's called.
Doesn't matter.
What is it called? Hold on.
I haven't listened to it yet, but I will listen to it maybe later today.
Most likely later today because we are going for a drive. But it's
Eric's gonna take me for a drive.
I know a spot, head ass. It's How Do You Sleep at Night, and it's the exact same length as the James Blake album, 40 minutes.
How many seconds though?
Actually,
it's not the exact same.
Okay, James Blake is 3 minutes longer. 11 songs. Teezo Touchdown is 14 songs.
So he runs short. He runs shorter on the track.
Mm-hmm.
He's got less stamina than Mr. Blake.
That's right.
Huh, he's more of a 6-inch guy.
That's right. I'm actually a big fan of 6-inch albums.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't want to listen to like 80 songs like the Chris Brown like 3-disc like fucking deluxe album.
Yeah.
We don't need that shit, man. We need you to like pump out some music and then get back in the studio immediately.
I completely agree. I think I feel like the longest an album should be is 35 minutes because that means I can run it back almost twice in like an hour. And because no one's got the time to get through a whole album. That's like the length of one episode is like 35 minutes.
That's right. Everyone's biased towards their own commute time. If your commute time's 35 minutes, like ours, then you want albums to be that length. 40 minutes if you have to look for parking.
Yeah, totally. Like if someone's like, oh, I really like long form casts, like Mr. Rogue, not like us. We're kind of more of a 6-inch podcast. All I hear them say is, I live in the suburbs and it's a long way into town.
Yeah, it's a long way into town. I mean, that kind of checks out. If you think about it.
It does.
Joe Rogan's kind of like a suburban guy.
The shorter the podcast, the shorter the music, the shorter the TV show length or like number of episodes even, you can assume the more affluent the like viewer or listener is because they're too busy to really indulge in anything of substance. So like that's so why true. And like HBO miniseries is a perfect example of that. Only rich people watch HBO.
The Idol, 5 episodes.
Only 5 episodes. Like you can just imagine the clientele of that or like the viewers of that show are like billionaires are watching the Idol. They can make time for that.
Exactly. Only high earning individuals can participate in the conversation of the Idol because that's who it's for, Even the cast is like all rich people. It's always in like a rich environment. You can totally contrast that with Love Island because they have like 10 seasons and 35 episodes per season, an hour each. So I've obviously watched all of it. I've actually come to the conclusion last night that that's the best dating show.
Wow, big take.
Yeah, because Bay and I got like 2 episodes into the Ultimatum, the new season, and we realized like this show is fucking donkey doo doo.
Yeah, dude, it's bonk. And I agree with that, but I'm surprised you're munching on the junk food that is Love Island. That's not like you.
I love junk food, just not the food version, only the media version. Who knows? Maybe I'll graduate to some other stuff, but right now that's the best one because I've realized that they cut conversations right before they get boring. Like they're really, really good at sniffing out when like they're gonna say something dumb, which they do all the time on that show.
Yeah.
But they like keep the entertaining stuff in, and they like form narratives using the editing. It's like fucking masterful. Like they need to win like an Oscar for best editor.
I actually I could totally get that because I'm sure that the conversations that we the viewers of Love Island are witnessing are like not even close to the real conversations that are happening.
Completely
like,
out of context.
They're like Diplo in there just cutting up the track,
Exactly.
remixing that shit.
They're chopping up the beat.
Yeah.
Kanye.
Every Love Island episode is the chopped and screwed version of what actually happened.
Exactly. Imagine watching that back with Bae. Like you've just come home from the island and you're like, in love, you're fully honeymoon phasing it. And you're like, fuck, let's watch each other fall in love. And then you turn it on and it's like, I look like a monster.
Damn. Yeah, they really probably did them dirty on there. But for the viewer, it kind of like it's super seamless because you're like, wow, they fall in love so easily. Maybe there's hope for me.
Exactly. Yeah, dude. Best show, best dating show. Ultimatum is not good. Isn't there a new Love is Blind?
Yeah, there is. I don't partake in any of these things. Okay. I find them all boring.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, do you know how it's going to end? They're either going to get together or they're not. It's like flip a coin. Who cares?
Yeah, but the best part about Love Island, they all have the same name. Like Love is Love Island.
Love is Island.
Love is land.
Love is land. Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. The best part about that show is that they're all like people who are just not ready to be in relationships, and they're all very attractive. So they all just like date each other, and you never know who's going to end up with who. So it's literally like a total shot in the dark.
Right. Physical maturity, mental immaturity, and then they just have to figure that out.
Peak physical, I would say. All of them are extremely ripped and toned in all ways.
Damn.
But their brain is not toned, I would say.
You can't be at everything. Nobody's perfect.
That's right. We gotta get out of this music video loop because it's played like 8 times already.
It's boring. So I got some big news for you, Eric.
Yeah,
I got a pair of glasses.
He's not wearing them, guys.
I can put them on for you. I'll put them on for you right now.
Yeah, I'd love to see what those look like on you in person. I saw them on Zoom yesterday, and you immediately became more presidential. Thank you. I like to see them in person now.
Okay, check out these frames. So these are really thin silver frames. You can hold them if you want. I got glasses because I stare at the TV and computer screen all day, and it made my eyeballs hurt. And I don't want my eyeballs to hurt anymore. But check this out, Eric. There's 2 lenses, obviously, because I have 2 eyes. I'm not a pirate. Hold them up and look through them. And can you tell which one has the prescription and which one doesn't? You don't even have to put it on. Just like hold it. It's pretty obvious, hey?
Oh my god, dude. Your left eye is...
It's fucked up, right?
Holy shit.
And the sandwich artist thought I was flirting with him, but I was just squinting.
Dude, your left eye's putting in work, bro.
I know. It's really a one, like, I got one eyeball carrying the team.
Yeah.
Team of 2. It's kind of like this podcast, actually, but I am the good eye.
Good eye, mate.
Good tie.
Yeah, dude. Nice Cartier frames. What's that? How does that song go? Cartier frames. I peek at you or something. Yellow Ferrari like Pikachu.
Shouldn't want Nabi on my... I don't remember what the lyric is. I'm sorry.
Damn, that was good.
Let me just put these on right now for the listeners. Yep, they can see that for sure.
Nice, dude. They actually suit you very well.
They're kind of cool, right?
Yeah, they go well with your vibes.
Wearing glasses is, I think, cool again because of a vinyl record shop keeps. They're always wearing them. And art directors, the new art director wears glasses.
Damn, I just realized you have the same glasses as my first boss.
Oh, shit.
An art director.
Now I'm the boss of this podcast.
Fuck it looks good, bro. Congratulations on finding the right frames.
Glacius.
I'm not going to indulge in that.
Ah, shit.
Ty didn't just bring his glasses; he brought other goodies. We're drinking 2 tequila sodas.
Mm-hmm.
Or what are these?
Dude,
tequila cocktails.
They're called Pogs, bro. You ever collect Pogs? We got 2 of them. Pog stands for passion fruit, orange, and guava.
I used to collect Pogs, but not these kind.
No, this is an adult Pog.
Nice. They're called Cabron. Tequila Blanco.
Dude, I love me a tequila soda. Like this is a little bit too fruity for my palate, believe it or not. I like just kind of the classic ranch water, but I appreciate that they're iterating on the format.
We don't need to hear about ranch water ever again.
Stop talking about it.
I still think of the water at the top of the ranch bottle before you shake it.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of ranch water at Subway. That's the only water that we're talking about on this podcast.
Well, it's probably not the only water we'll get through. I want to talk to you about a diarrhea incident.
Oh, God. Okay.
Not mine, though. Not mine.
Yeah, of course.
Delta Airlines. Shout out Delta Airlines, bro. The real frontline workers.
Underrated
employees. They had to turn the plane around because a passenger shit himself all over the plane, apparently.
No.
Yeah, so...
Oh, no.
I don't know how the fuck this happened, because even when I've had diarrhea in the past, actually, not every time.
Let's hear what happens when Eric has diarrhea.
I don't know what happened on this plane. All I know is the image I saw had like a brown trail from like the back of the plane to where the bathrooms were.
Damn, was bro wearing like the loose fitting khaki shorts? Like how did it all get out? Yeah,
the Tekla boxers were not water sealant.
Damn, this is why I always wear like my Rockstar skinnies on the airplane to hold that shit in.
That's too high pressure. You might hit the plane down. You might blow a hole through the fuselage.
Holy crap! Yeah, I didn't think about it inflating. But when your legs swell up, those things are gonna pop.
The Miris can only hold so much.
Muscle, bloated muscle in the ass.
Oh no.
Okay, so we got a little bit of like what presumably looks like sweet onion sauce drizzled down the main aisle of the Delta airplane. Barbecue. Yep.
It was barbecue, but on like if it was through a hose, it would be like the mist setting.
Oh, nasty! So it was that much spray. So it must have landed on the fellow like airline passengers.
It looked like it could have. Yeah,
that's too bad.
That is nasty. The one time having the aisle seat is a bad move. But yeah, I don't know. Like when I first heard about this, I was like, how can they turn a plane around because somebody has diarrhea? I feel like I've had diarrhea on a plane before and they didn't turn it around for me.
Eric's had diarrhea everywhere.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out Mexico.
Yeah. Do we know where this plane was coming from? Was it coming from a tropical location?
I think it was Atlanta to Portugal, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so someone from Atlanta had some bad,
they had the wings from Magic City. Don't eat the wings at Magic City. Holy shit. Posted from the fucking first class cabin.
Yeah, baby. You need to eat before you go. Shit.
Damn.
The other possibility, Eric, that we can't rule out is that perhaps this was a post-in-flight meal diarrhea. It might have happened as a result of Delta itself.
I mean, that sounds like very likely, but I think it turned around like an hour into the flight.
Wow, they haven't even left mainland USA.
No, so that's the only reason why it makes sense to turn it around. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, they'd probably have to land in like Denver or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, pray for all those, miles being wasted on that flight.
People dumping their air miles because one dude was dumping on the plane.
Exactly.
Shit, that is so nasty. I can't believe that it sprayed. I wonder who this person was. I wonder if they dared to eat the subway at the Atlanta International Airport before the takeoff.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they're sitting in an economy, so it's likely, Mm-hmm. If you're sitting first class, you're starving yourself because the plane food is so good. But the exact opposite happens in economy. It's like, I need to stuff myself so I don't have to eat the plane food.
Yeah, I don't want to eat the penne with Alfredo sauce. It should never go together.
I don't want to have to choose between fish or chicken.
The fact that airlines think it's like totally kosher to take a fish, an animal of the ocean, mm-hmm. and not only bring it above sea level, but bring it 30,000 feet above sea level is absurd. Like we should only be eating birds like chickens mm-hmm. on planes.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more like local.
But that's also the highest that chicken's ever been.
It's the highest anything's ever been, really.
I guess.
But at least
highest in the room.
Yeah, at least the duck and the or the chicken or the pigeon or whatever they're eating in first class is a little bit closer to your seat. That's gross.
What's that Drake line where he's like, something is pigeon food? It was Benihana.
Benihana. Interesting.
Another sneak diss to Steve Aoki.
Yeah. Dude's still throwing cakes, eh? It's crazy that
it's not the kind of cake throwing I want to see at a show. That's unfortunate.
It is. It just blows my mind that every night that guy throws a cake. Like, that's his job. He's a more like, because he's just hitting play on the MacBook, and then he's like, "Cake." Then I throw the cake, and then I head back to my crib.
Dude's got the best job in the world.
Crazy.
Can you imagine paying like $200 to get hit in the face with a cake?
That's crazy.
Are you like happy that happens? I guess if you're a super fan, you're like, I got hit with the cake, and then you like don't clean it off for like a week.
Yeah. I wonder what flavor it is.
Yeah,
it's probably not very good, but like they have to like ship a new, like there's probably like an on-staff baker for the Steve Aoki Vegas residency.
You think it's a bespoke cake every time?
Well, I think it has to be, because like they can't change the weight or anything of it. They probably optimized the cake for like time and air, and also so that it doesn't disintegrate, and also so that it lands perfectly. Like, it's kind of like throwing an axe. You ever go axe throwing, Eric? You kind of got to get the circulation correct.
Yeah. You almost got to like turn your brain off and just get into the rhythm of things, right?
Yeah.
No, I get it. I mean, I'm not part of the localization team over at Steve Aoki Industries, so I don't really know for sure. But he could be playing into the fact that it's a local cake every single time.
Right.
Like, he could be going into Save on Foods or something, buying a cake, and then being like, guys, I got this at Save on Foods. You guys know where that is, right? And then throws it. Right. Like, that could be a fun move.
I feel like he's got to have an in-house baker. It doesn't. It wouldn't.
Where's he gonna bake this thing, on the plane?
The only other option is he's got like some intern every day driving around Vegas trying to find a cake that big.
Of course,
that doesn't make any sense. Every single day. What if they don't find one? Then the fans will be disappointed. Dude, just hire a baker.
Every grocery store has like the cake that no one buys.
This is a huge ass cake. You seen this cake? It's huge.
I have not seen it since like 2008.
Well, he's still throwing it, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I feel like it's not. I'm. It's funny how these like kind of like rituals start to arise in culture, and then like they become commodified. Kind of like ordering, like when you like pull into McDonald's and you're like, you know why I'm here. It's kind of the same thing, you know.
Wait, hold on, please keep going on that.
It becomes like it becomes less around like the bespoke experience of the individual and having this like watching this performance, and more just like, oh, I want to watch the thing that I've seen on YouTube hundreds of times. Yeah. You know, I just want to like live that now.
That's what all travel is.
I guess that's true.
Like the Eiffel Tower, like, oh, I've seen that in like movies and on like rich people's Instagrams. I want to see it in real life. That's the whole point, isn't it? Same with like the Drake concert. I only went because I kept seeing it on people's Instagram reels.
That's true. You're like, I want to see one of those bras in real life.
Yeah. I don't want to have to like, you know, see 45 seconds of it and then that's it.
That's true. So Steve Aoki's cake throwing is kind of just like a thing that people want to flock to, like the Mesa or whatever.
Mecca.
So what do they call it? I don't know, man. I'm secular.
We're local boys.
But okay, so you know how in Vegas at like some of the clubs you can like pay a couple $100 to have your name like projected on like the screen, you know, for like shout outs for bachelor parties or whatever.
Yes.
I wonder if you could like pay a few $100 to get like the cake written on before it's tossed, like have the in-house speaker be like, "Happy birthday, Steven," or whatever before he flings it to the 5th row.
Steven's in row 400.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't even see it from here.
He's like, yeah, they didn't even get a shot of the front.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, a shout out to clubs for hustling people like since the dawn of time.
Yeah, they're like, do you want a Red Bull for $75?
Yeah. Would you like a bottle of Smirnoff for $400 brought to you at your table that's covered in cranberry juice? Unbelievable. I mean, having like your name printed on a screen, which is literally 5 seconds on a computer
Mhm.
by some intern being paid like $8 an hour.
Yeah.
And you're paying like $300 for that or something.
Yeah, it's fucking
incredible.
lucrative. I think the club scene is just the second most fiscally lucrative industry next to podcasting. And I went down this hole the other day where I was watching like bottle girls explaining how much they make a night. And like one girl in Toronto was like, "Yeah, I make like $1,100 in tips in 4 hours." Fuck, that's crazy. That's $250 in tips an hour.
Yeah, that's true. Huh. But are you really going to be that person who like goes every night to the club?
No,
You know what I mean? Or like to work?
I mean, like if it's just a work function, does it matter? You mean your job's a job?
Job's a job. That's right. Huh. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of like OnlyFans, though. It's like, yeah, it's easy money, but do you want to be known for spreading your ass cheeks?
Right. At what cost?
Yeah, exactly.
Would you rather be an OnlyFans model? Is that what they call them?
Let's not give them that title.
Okay. Or a sandwich artist?
Ass cheek spreader. Let's just say that.
Is that what we call them? Artists?
Sandwich artist. Whoa. OnlyFans artist? Is that what you're saying?
Would you rather be a sandwich model or an OnlyFans artist?
A sandwich model? Where am I modeling the sandwich? In Vogue or on OnlyFans?
You're modeling it on OnlyFans.
So it's the same job. One's with the sandwich, though.
Yes.
I'll take the sandwich.
Hell yeah, brother. Me too.
That gives us a stupid enough reason to be on that platform. That's not embarrassing. You know?
Some of the new listeners, you wouldn't know this, but for about 100 episodes when we started this podcast, Think Fresh did have an OnlyFans account, and we did have a few people subscribe. We posted our lunches up there.
Yeah, those were good old days.
Real intimate shit.
Good old days, yeah.
Only footlongs.
That was before we had Zencaster.
That's true. We've since switched platforms and have more respectable ways of making money. Speaking of which, if you follow the link in our description to Cure Hydration and use code BREADHEAD, you should get 15% off your entire order. That's pretty good.
That's right. Don't be thirsty at those clubs. Stay hydrated with Cure.
Yeah, dude, just pack in this powder and then mix it with your $20 sparkling.
Yeah, just don't bring the powder to the club.
Mm-hmm.
They might stop you at the door for that.
Yeah, they're like, "What is this?" And you're like, "It's Cure Hydration."
It's the Cure, dude.
It's the Cure, bro. Brother, you're like, you can't bring this.
Get the fuck out of here.
You can't bring this into David Guetta.
Dude, David Guetta cured racism though, so he gets to do whatever he wants.
He did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude, you don't remember this? This is when like all the BLM activists were out and about.
Out and about like
doing
breaking
their thing.
Quarantine.
I think I say breaking windows.
That
too. But turns out to be a scam.
Yeah.
No, but he was performing on a rooftop, and I think this was like right when the George Floyd news happened.
Yeah.
He shouted him out, and he was just like talking about like Martin Luther King. He had like a Martin Luther King like remix, like his speech remixed over like a house track, and then he was like, shout out to his family.
Wow.
And then dropped the music, and then it was like a huge rave.
Dude, DJs will make anything the beat drop, you know? That's crazy.
It was honestly a big moment in history, Ty. The David Guetta rooftop. Yeah.
Interesting.
That's right.
I can't believe that one missed my news cycle. I feel so embarrassed.
I'm so sorry for you.
It's okay.
Yesterday was 9/11. Did that miss your news cycle too?
Oh, I'm aware of 9/11. I have it in my calendar, bro.
It's on everyone's calendar.
It's on my calendar.
September 11th is present on everyone's calendar. I can confirm. Orthodox or not.
Dude, tragedies left, right, and center. Every time I put my Aesop Marrakesh cologne on, I do it out of respect for the victims of the earthquake. It doesn't really smell the same anymore.
Fuck! I didn't know where you're going with that. Nice. That was clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of a funny way to make fun of 9/11.
I feel like it's been attacked from every angle.
Literally.
That was an accident. I'm sorry for the...
Do you ever attack your footlong from every angle? Like, do you ever just take a bite from the end piece and then like, you know, try to capture the sauce that travels to that side?
Yeah, dude. I only do it if I'm playing whack-a-mole with like, the vegetables kind of peeking out, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But dude. I never go in like mid-sandwich. It's always like tip to tip. But I think that's more of a me problem. I could get over that. I could try going like mid bite, mid like corn on the cob style, you know.
Damn.
Run the lawnmower back and forth.
That's right. I've learned to eat my burger that way too. I just spin it around. You know what I mean? Eat it like an ice cream cone almost. You just got to eat all sides until it, you make it to the middle.
Interesting. And does that just keep everything contained?
It keeps everything from sliding out.
Well, this is the problem with all like bread-based like handhelds. Is that the act of biting it on one side, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. I've been told. I don't know if I believe it, but I've been told that. So the bite causes the opposite reaction of the bun or the bread expanding on the other end. Like it flanks open because you're clamping it closed on the bite side, right? So you kind of create this big opening for vegetables to fall out. And it just seems like such a stupid little problem with sandwiches that every bite causes everything to fall out the back end. It's like if you pop the hood and then the trunk closes, and then you pop the trunk and the hood closes. You can't find an equilibrium. So you kind of have to use your hands to clamp the other side closed. That would be the other strategy here. So you'll pinch it on the other end.
Yeah, you kind of have to do you gotta kick the tires a little bit every time you pick up a burger. You gotta inspect all sides, 360 inspection, and see which side is most clampable. And that's usually my strategy.
Another strategy would be to just press down on the entire sandwich to flatten it. Yeah, just get it all out in the open.
Just get it all out, and then you're just eating bread.
Basically. But at least you don't have to. At least you're in control.
Ty, here's a Think Fresh innovation for you. Okay? Bread these days, it's too smooth on the inside. That's why the shit's always sliding around. What if we invented bread with tread?
Bread with tread.
Bread with spiky inside.
Yeah.
And then
I see where you're going here.
And then it just grips the fucking meats or whatever you got in there, almost like snow chains.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, do you think that crispy bread can serve that? Because Subway bread on the inside, they slice that beautiful Italian herb and cheese down the middle, and then the inside is so porous. It's like absorbent SpongeBob. But then if you ever have a grilled burger or panini, it's crispy, and that has that's your 4-wheel drive bread.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what I'm saying. But I'm thinking we can also invent a tool that takes the smooth sliced side of the bread, ruffles it up a little bit, gives it some edges, maybe some sharp corners, and then that's what you toast. So you're locking in that sharpness, and then once you put that down on some ingredients, it just grabs it like a Gorilla Grip.
Hell yeah, dude. I actually really like that. So you need some sort of sandpaper material to really rough that up.
Yeah.
Just totally cut up the roof of your mouth.
Exactly, dude.
Small price to pay for a composed sandwich.
Bread with tread.
Bread with tread, baby. Hell yeah.
Okay,
coming to market.
We're thinking fresh.
We're going to the Shark Tank with that one.
Speaking of Shark Tank, we could brand it the Jaws of Life as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I like that.
Jaws, you're eating it, but also you're using a jaw-like clamp to create those roughed up sides of the bread.
If you thought of it as paper, like sandpaper, you could call it pain paper.
I like this.
Yeah.
The French word for bread.
Exactly. You get it. So there's a few different places, a few different ways how we could take this. We can workshop it a little bit more in the lab and get a business proposal together. But
that's right.
Breads with tread, baby.
Breads with tread. For now, breadheads, that'll be everything because we have to go to play some tennis.
Yeah, we do. So
I was reading my notifications. It's tea time though. We got to get out of here.
Tea time.
Breadheads, thank you for listening. Check the links in the bio for the discounts and catch you on Friday.
Cheers. I mean, ciao.